Welcome to Regal Achiever Education Limited, presenting Royal Tutor for brain-friendly and high-impact learning. Today, we're diving into GCSE Biology's Infection and Response. We'll explore how tiny invaders cause disease, how our bodies fight back, and how medicine helps us stay healthy. This session will give you a solid foundation for understanding this crucial topic. Let's get started by defining our microscopic adversaries. Pathogens are the microscopic agents that cause infectious diseases, and understanding them is our first step. Bacteria multiply quickly and release toxins, damaging your cells. Viruses are even sneakier. They hijack your cells to reproduce, eventually causing them to burst. Fungi and protists also cause significant diseases in both plants and animals. Now that we know what pathogens are, let's see how they move around. Diseases don't just appear, they travel, and understanding transmission is key to prevention. Pathogens can hitch a ride in the air through tiny droplets when we sneeze or hide in contaminated water. They also spread through direct contact, like touching surfaces or skin to skin. Some even use vectors like mosquitoes to move from person to person. But don't worry, your body has some amazing defenses. Your body is like a fortress, with a powerful first line of defense designed to keep pathogens out. Your skin acts as a physical barrier, while your nose and airways use sticky mucus to trap invaders. If any pathogens make it to your stomach, they face a bath of hydrochloric acid designed to destroy them instantly. These non-specific defenses are always on guard, but what happens if something gets past them? If a pathogen gets past those initial defenses, your immune system kicks in with a specific, targeted response. White blood cells are your internal army. Some eat the pathogens through phagocytosis, physically destroying them. Others create specialized antibodies that target specific invaders or antitoxins to neutralize bacterial poisons. This system also creates memory cells for a faster response next time. Next, we'll look at how we can boost this natural defense. Vaccination is a powerful tool that trains your immune system to fight off future infections. We're building on our understanding of the immune system from the last slide. When you get vaccinated, your body learns to recognize and fight specific pathogens without actually getting sick. This creates memory cells. So if you encounter the real pathogen later, your body responds much faster and more effectively. When enough people are vaccinated, we achieve herd immunity, which protects everyone, even those who can't be vaccinated. This collective protection can even lead to the eradication of diseases. Next, we'll look at how we treat diseases once they've taken hold. Now that we've discussed prevention through vaccination, let's talk about treating diseases with medicines. Antibiotics are amazing because they specifically target and kill bacteria inside your body without harming your own cells. But it's crucial to remember that antibiotics don't work on viruses because viruses live inside your cells. Painkillers, on the other hand, just help with symptoms like pain or fever. They don't actually fight the infection itself. A big concern is antibiotic resistance, where bacteria evolve and our medicines become less effective. This happens when we overuse antibiotics or don't finish the full course. This leads us to some practice questions to solidify your understanding. It's time to test your knowledge with some GCSE practice questions. We've covered a lot about pathogens, immunity, and treatments. Think about the 4 main types of pathogens we discussed at the beginning of this session. Also, consider the detailed process of how vaccines prepare your body for future infections. Finally, reflect on why antibiotics are effective against bacteria, but not against viruses. Take a moment to formulate your answers before we move on to the next set of questions. Let's tackle 2 more crucial questions that often appear on GCSE exams. We're moving from identifying pathogens to understanding how our bodies defend against them and how communities protect themselves. Think about the physical barriers your body has in place, and consider the bigger picture of public health. Remember that exam tip: for describe questions, you need to explain both the feature and its function. Now let's review the answers to those practice questions. This is where you consolidate your understanding and identify any areas for improvement. We see the 4 pathogen types again, and a clear explanation of how vaccines work by stimulating antibody production and creating memory cells. For antibiotics, it's vital to remember they target bacteria, not viruses, because viruses live inside our cells. Your body's defenses, like nasal hairs and tracheal cilia, are key examples of nonspecific immunity. And finally, herd immunity protects the most vulnerable among us. Mastering these concepts is truly the key to GCSE success. Well done on completing this review. Thank you for joining us today at Regal Achiever Education Limited, presenting Royal Tutor, trusted for brain-friendly and high-impact learning. We hope this high-impact overview helps you master the topic of infection and response. Keep learning, keep achieving, and we'll see you in the next session.